What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here, and year one is officially done. Ashton JEANTY, he did not carry the Broncos all the way to the final playoff matchup here, as we blow a 17-point lead against number 2, Ohio State. We had him in check in the passing game, just could not get it done, unfortunately there. For coaching staff, I feel like we're going to keep our coaches heading into year two. We got to find a way to kind of change our game a little bit. I think we are going to have to rely a little more on passing in year two with Ashton JEANTY. Probably going to the draft. I would say he'd be a first round pick. It'd be crazy if any other team would pass on him. A lot of coaches fired though. Don't want to end up like them, so hopefully we can find a way to keep Boise's hot streak rolling into year two. And we sim a week here, and there we go. We got a 3-star receiver, Devontae Rashid, Quincy Small, being our running back room. All right. Yeah, Ohio State versus Michigan. Ooh, that's going to be a decent matchup there. Wake Forest, 143-41. Alabama lost to North Carolina State. That's nuts. And looking at the playoff brackets here, you got North Carolina State, Oregon, Michigan, Ohio State. Oh man. I feel like Oregon might be the favorites here. Ohio State was tough, but we played both teams, and Oregon just destroyed us. So I don't know, I feel like Oregon definitely has the upper hand right now, I would say, as favorites. But we'll see how it turns out. Let's see here. Advance to next week. Who do we got? Well, no one committed? Alright. Ohio State. Mr. Will Howard. Looks like he couldn't get it done. Oregon and Michigan are going to be playing in the final. Michigan beat Ohio State 28-22. Ooh, classic matchup final there. Alright, so let's going to see who's going to be the champs. Conference prestige, we're kind of dropping a little bit. I feel like we will be going into the Pac-12 just like Boise has announced. I won't be here in year 2. It'll be year 3 we'll be going in. Oregon and Michigan, they duke it out in Michigan. Their second straight year, they are champs. Man, oh man. Well, look at that simulation there. Who would have thought it? Michigan, even with all the drama, they find a way. Oregon, they come up just short. Man, this season was wild. Alright, let's see who we can get into our draft class here. Recruiting class is Ashton JEANTY. It is supposed to be a first round pick. Wouldn't be surprised. Alright. And only one other player is going to the draft. The Assassin defensive end, supposed to be a 6th round pick. Interesting there. All our seniors are moving on. So we'll see what the younger guys can do. And see if the Broncos can continue the success we had in year one. Because that's a lot of solid seniors we're going to be losing. Hopefully we can find a way to rebuild this organization into greatness. Alright, come on now. What do we got? Draft results. JEANTY went in the first round. And the Assassin, he did go around earlier than expected. He went in round 5. It's too bad he doesn't tell you what team drafted him. But he's going to be a beast no matter who takes him. Should get a lot of touches. He is a very hard man to tackle. He's not the biggest guy, but he can definitely get you some touchdowns. Alright, our recruiting class. Not too shabby. We got a couple 4 and 5 stars. Still a couple more guys we want to add. We'll need a kicker and punter. Still some guys we got to work on. 2-star guys who probably won't see the field until they're seniors. Need them to develop a little bit, but Vitali here, 4-star recruit. we're hoping he can come up and fill that Herbert Gum void that we're going to have. We're going to need a huge help in the defensive tackle side of things. See if we can try and convince him to come to Idaho. See if we can get him to come for a visit. See what the campus is like. Alright, championship contender. He wants to play on the winning squad. Broncos are living up to that hype. Back into the top 25. Duke Johnson. Alright, he's a 3-star. Should be able to get him. Well, at 3 stars we are able to get. Just the 4 and 5. A little bit tougher. Tyrell Taylor. Defensive end. Someone to help replace the assassin. DeLuca, 4-star. Come on. We have some hope on him. We have some faith we can get him coming. Would like to add to our pass rush. Secondary is going to be a big issue too. A lot of seniors there. Terry Merriweather, 4-star receiver. Like to see if we can boost that. It's 2 of our top receivers have left. Seniors are gone. Merriweather looks to be a decent deep threat, 6'5". Be good in the end zone as well. Very excited to see what we can do with that with Malachi Nelson. Get him some more weapons. Not somebody can just pass over to the backfield and hope for the best. Ashton Jeanty was great for that. Jeremiah Noda, 4-star. Try and get some solid help around Nelson would be great for the passing game. Because he wasn't awful, but I feel like he could have done more. But when you have a threat like Jeanty in the backfield, he is going to get a lot of touches. Alright, cornerback. Kenny Parks here. 4-star. I feel like he could be a pretty decent option for us. Not too shabby. Owen Chambers. Ernest Green the third. The third, eh? Third generation of Ernest Green. Is Green gonna look good in a blue jersey? Let's hope so. Get some water and help us hydrate here. Try and convince for some offensive tackle help. Alright. See what this guy can turn into. Jake Mejia. Alright. Offensive line help is going to be huge. Nelson can run, but we don't want to be running for his life. Ohio State game, you can see there, he was sacked 6 times, pressured a lot. So offensive line is definitely going to be a big upgrade we can need. Alright. Oh, there we go. Duke Johnson. Some cornerback help, some depth there. 3-star corner. Ooh, Chambers dropped down to number 2, but we do have some promising recruits coming in still, leading the pack. Alright. Sim ahead here. Alright, we got a punter, Ben Benita. He can help us. It's only a 2-star, but punters and kickers not too worried about, especially with the way the new kicking system is. We have not mastered that yet. Alright. Come on. Owen. And Ernest Green. Oregon might get him. We got to find a way. Try and convince him to come on board. Come on. Don't go to Oregon. Don't you do it. We don't need you going to the Oregon Ducks. There's no way. No way, Jose. I would not be ideal. But bigger schools, they do get the attention of the more first-class recruits. So it's going to be tough recruiting against the big-name schools, but Boise State, they're starting to make a name for themselves again, so we'll see if we can rebrand into a powerhouse. Got that scouting done. Alright, come on now. There we go. We got Tyler Terrell, defensive end. And Jeremiah Noda, a little receiver depth. Cornerback Kenny Parks. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what we needed. Adam Pound. Owen Chambliss. Perfect. There we go. We're getting our recruits coming in. I like to see that. Oh, and Ernest Green. He's going to Oregon. Alright. But I'm pretty happy with our recruiting class no matter what. If we can add a couple more guys, that'd be huge. A kicker here, Mr. True Blood. Bleeding Blue. That'd be a huge help. Especially since our kicker is gone. Alright, we'll sim here. Come on. How are we feeling, recruits? David DeLuca, another defensive end. Alright. Defensive tackle, Emilio Hernandez. Big help there. Alright. I'm pretty happy with that recruiting class. Excited to see what these guys can do for the Broncos. Oh, man. Some tough losses, but I think some new faces here, some young blood is going to help the Broncos in a big, big way. Definitely got some help on the secondary side of things. No big names, but it's definitely going to be huge. We got a 5-star tight end, Silva. He's going to be awesome. That's going to be a nice pair of tight ends to have. That'll be good for Nelson. Alright, McCreary. Perfect. Secondary is going to be riding solid. I'm excited about it. See if we can get more interceptions in year 2. And looking at the projected roster right now heading into year 2. Malachi Nelson still looking to hold on to that starting role there. And you got Maddox, Colt Fulton, Caleb Annette as your quarterbacks. Then you got Dudley, Dubar, Gaines, Riley, Small, Emmett Connor. Oh, where'd our recruiting running backs go? They're not even on there. Alright. I guess maybe they'll show up later. Recruits aren't showing up here for some reason. Wide receiver is definitely going to be a big issue. So hopefully those recruits that we got here will be a big help. Yeah, that's not looking good. Not so much. I don't see any of the... Oh, there's Noda. Jeremiah Noda. He was a transfer, though. He's going to be a senior. Chase Penry, Austin Casson, Devontae Rashid, Cameron Bates. Yeah, receiver's going to be a big hole on this team. Tight end. A lot of depth there. That's huge. Lautner. Would be a nice pair there with Silva and Sumter. You got Terry Anderson there as well. Can play fullback if we need him. Alright, there's going to be quite a bit of red shirts on his tight end right now. Line. Left guard's a little weak. Good on center. Right guard. Right tackle. So our O-line's not as strong as we would like, but see if we can develop some guys. Defensive end looking pretty solid. Virgin Morgan's going to be huge. David DeLuca, someone to look out for. Terrell, freshman there. Braxton Feely, looks like he's going to be the number 1 defensive tackle. And all our guys here help out. Clay Martineau, he's going to be a huge freshman for us. Probably defensive captain there. Marco Nutrani. Andrew Simpson, scratch that, he'll probably be defensive captain. Cornerback, Irby. He may be getting drafted after year 2. The way he was playing. Benfield. He's going to be a star for us at free safety. Hawthorne. Someone to look out for as well. Alright. Let's see how we're going to be looking here. I would definitely like more help at wide receiver. And offensive line. Running backs, I know we got 2 solid options. Alright, starting off year 2. We got some more recruits here we want to look at. Romeo Matlock. Cornerback. He's a 4-star guy. Turner. Give him Some nice scholarship offers there. That wouldn't be bad. Strong safety. Alright, we're definitely getting more options in the 4 stars here. Definitely like that. We're getting more interest after year 1. Alright, middle linebacker Brian Quick. Ooh, not going to be a gem, but we'll see here. Oscar G. Give him a scholarship cornerback. Try and help out our secondary as much as we can. Definitely want a wide receiver though. 4 or 5 star. Ooh, Jeffrey Kempert. He's not going to be a gem. He's number 5 on his list right now, so hopefully we can find a way to move on up. Ooh, Forrest Overeem. Alright, there is a 3-star right tackle. Let's see if... No. Alright, we're still in his top 10. Some O-line help is always going to be huge. Oh, there's an old defensive tackle. Are you sure he didn't fail a couple grades in high school? He's looking a little rough. Josh Canto, defensive end. Come on. No gem. Ooh, a quarterback. Possibly could be an option here, as we might have one more year in Nelson. So he might go to the draft. Gentry, another quarterback. He's a scrambler. Undersized, only 5'11". We might do a Julian Edelman thing, moving to wide receiver. Dalton Lindsay, 5-star. Hammer. That's a heck of a name for a lineman there. He's a gem, someone to look out for. He is a little closer too, so that might help. Alright. This recruiting class is looking a little bit stronger this year, so that's going to be huge for us if we can get these guys on board. Would not mind that at all. Junior Wall, you're running into a wall. Carlos Fowler, 4-star running back. Not really in his top 10 yet, but we'll see if we can try and convince him to join. Ryan Gizzy. Brian Gizzy. Left tackle. Alright, right end. Athletic guy, maybe wide out. Alright. We're definitely going O-line heavy here. So we definitely want some protection. We're going to need it. Another tight end. We're not really needed on tight ends, but it's always a nice option to have. Alright, we'll send ahead here. Perfect. We already got some guys already leading the way. LaMichael Turner, middle linebacker. Brian Quick. Linebacker core is going to be deadly. Alrighty, people. Well, we have a bye week in week 1, so we will see you guys next time. Till then, peace. Bye.